Welcome again, proper. All of us are complete now. The things they want to say we want to do, we don't fix them. Hilary, Odia, Nosa, I greet you. I greet you the way I go greet you. Victor, bless your hand too far. Let me give Hilary. Make Hilary give me, but I don't know whether I complete that.
As they give you now, so I think give you.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to the program. Again, like we talked so many things, the day for ground we say we go put them out today, and because all of this is we need to take them one after the other because the way we see things today work out they go for our country now. And I know say my brass then when we say they for that side, we will join them for Abuja studio because our network that they will still tell us how them be like you see my brother now Chuka Chuku that I go call you this morning. How you doing this morning, Chuka? Good morning. Very wonderful. Yeah,
my boss for that side. I greet you now good this morning, and of course we thank God for today. Thank God it's Friday. This side for Abuja, this morning we did okay this morning, and of course
Chuka,
what happened?
You try to put some things together there. Okay, while you're there on that one and the rest, Chuka, maybe I can go join us later, or maybe not let you do today, we go do the whole thing. But for here, I want to let us know, say, things they happen. Before we go too far, make we play this video. Because now what about make it be say we'll talk about this morning, what we agree say we'll talk about this morning. Bulkachuwa and the drama when we say a play for the Senator Adamu Bulkachuwa, when we say they represent Bauchi North Senatorial District for the National Assembly for Senate. Make we see what Bulkachuwa talk here.
Mr. President, at my age, I don't think I will lobby anybody under the sun. I would do the right thing, and I always do the right thing, and sincerely and honestly too. So, I know, I look at faces in this chamber whom have come to me and sought for my help when my wife was the president of the Court of Appeal. And I'm sure
the Single Senator Adamu Bulkachuwa, I think I will advise that you just round up and take your seat.
Name any names. We know ourselves.
No, but this kind of insinuation will mean that there was favor, there was this and the rest of it. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I must say that, okay, to round up, since that's what you want me to do, I will do that. And I must thank particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea, go in this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
We see what thing happen there. That now where we did for our country now. That now Senator Adamu Bulkachuwa, when we see now in the represent Bauchi North Senatorial District for the National Assembly, Senate to be precise. You see what he talk there. If you know here, make a speaker for the language all of us go understand. He say, by the time when wife Zainab Bulkachuwa be the president of the Court of Appeal, he say many of the people when they here, he friends them, waiting for the National Assembly, they come meet and say, make you tell a wife, make you do this one, make you do this one for them. At the end of the day, go tell a wife, even encroach, first he beg him, even encroach, that one say he force himself, enter into the woman, tell the woman, say, this is not what you must do, this is not what you must not do. At the end of the day, say, all the friends when they come ask for favor, all the favor when they ask for, they get them. But none of them come back, make you be say, yes, say, they come to say, thank you, come appreciate them, and the rest. He said, we know ourselves. As my friend they talk, he said, we know ourselves for barracks. He said, we know ourselves, and the rest. One of them, when they come now, at the soon our faces here now, say, none of them come back. Like what we get for the Bible, Jesus Christ at the 10 lepers. When only one come back, come talk, say, yes, say, thank you very much. He say, where are the rest 9? Hilary Eriyo, you see what TBC they happen. Uteh-Iwogban, no wonder some people will say, if you diverse, go to court. When the BC yesterday do anything for inside the matter when BC concern election.
Because now they get caught.
Thomas, you know go feel liking this issue to Jesus Christ and the 10 lepers.
No, those one no come back.
You not go feel liking him because why? Jesus Christ do good, genuine good.
Okay.
Genuine good, genuine healing. Genuine transformation.
Okay, no verse now. Let's say go verse you
you understand me?
I for no talker.
Because people don't listen to it and say, no, nah, this one are wickedness. You know, if we marry him with the good will of our Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You understand me?
I do with you.
We thank this man. We thank
Bulkachuwa.
Who they represent Bauchi North. Federal constituency for Senate. We thank you. But for me even see you now, the way you tell you don't too old to even the.
No, you don't go talk like that.
Now waiting me. Now my person.
The man are 82 years.
82 years, better 82 years they fight for Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
That's a different matter.
On a different day because.
We will discuss that matter. Oh, they do
see, Thomas.
I don't want to behave like Ahmed Lawal. We just say this is not where we discuss our more.
But we will discuss on a different day. It's good. It just let us know, say, all the things where would they talk about this country.
Not true.
Say not true. Yes. For you not to come and say, they force your wife against her wish. So not be favor, say, he give them orange, make them drink or make them liquor. He don't give them juice or not be wine he give them. Now say when they get case for court, because the woman, his wife now the president
of Court of
Appeal. So that means they tell your wife to change the judgment, to turn her upside down, to favor your friends who will not gather day as of Senate. Nigeria, I hate thee. This one a confessional statement. This is a confessional statement where, for me, this above 80 years old man should walk into the padlock room.
I don't understand.
Because he misused power. You misuse your power as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You not end there. You also, they make your wife will be president of the Court of Appeal to change judgment in favor of your cronies, in favor of your colleagues,
of your friends.
You will go, your wife will go. All the cases where your wife upturn against Nigerians, because the issue now is Nigerians versus their leaders. Nigerians versus their senators. All the cases where your wife ever sit down to adjudicate on, we go revisit all. We go recheck the merits and the demerits inside that case and give proper judgment where the need be. If now say this person not supposed to Senate, your wife can't change and say now he's supposed to. We go invite all of them, but all the remuneration and salary, everything where you collect for that many years, where that woman take turn that case in your favor and not be you in favor, you go vomit all that money.
Okay, we'll come to that again. Victor, you hear what Senator Bulkachuwa talk. I don't say get you want to talk.
You know, at times, if now where or a country where law
They work. They don't arrest her.
from us,
To arrest, get him out. Order is arrest.
they don't arrest her. They don't arrest his wife. Just as I'm waiting Larry told just now. This thing, you know what thing don't cost Nigerians. You know the pains where this man and his wife don't cause some Nigerians. You know the problems we don't put for this country. If not like UK, this thing now, life imprisonment.
That's what they are law talk.
What are they talking about?
They ask us, so they are law.
Yes, nah.
You get their law.
But you hear and I say they don't invite Donald Trump.
Donald Trump for you. That's not for US. Now
No, look now, US, UK. You not Boris Johnson.
Even Boris Johnson now.
They're not the follow them
They
now.
don't take follow
For misuse of power.
Say you lie. You deceive your people. You deceive the house. Deceive the whole country.
Okay. Again, let me tell you one thing when we say, because see, this video a long
quickly, sir. Okay.
You got the area when we say we no even still go. Maybe for time we go plan. But now Rocha Sokorocha, he get up. He look the Senate President Ahmed Lawan. He say Ahmed Lawan. He say, but you now, Gasha, how you take Duan? When he be say you first come out, you go contest for primary for APC, everything don't come, you still come back here. How you take Duan? He say you go teach me how you take the Duan. When we say you take come, because ordinarily we know if you say yes, you go still come back again. But you come meander, you use that word, say you meander your way back into the Senate. He say how you take Duan and the rest. The man say you don't understand what you they talk. He say no, just they find out because the kind of politics where you they play, it pass by. I can't learn from you. Maybe you tell me how you take Duan and the rest. The man before the man can say anyway, say that the judicial process. Now in BC say you go through when you bring and come. So when would they see all of this kind of thing? You know, remember one time when we say they carry the new Senate president, when they go, they talk about this NDDC, Wahala, Akpabio. When they talk to country, then they say, so, off the mic.
You cannot off the mic. Because this money when they talk so, they give some of them here, they give them a contract.
Now the man, they just say, off the mic, off the mic, off the mic. The same thing now, when this man, they talk, Bulkachuwa, they talk now. Because it maybe the way they go, because the man was talking out of pain. You understand? He just say, we know ourselves. You don't understand? Most of my colleagues when they for inside this National Assembly, so we know ourselves. You know, then the man to say, no go there, no go there. By implications, he get names when we say, yes, this man go fit call. And you go surprised, say, no be only for the National Assembly there. Other cases there, when we say this man, they come, they influence and the rest. You come, they ask ourselves now. So where is justice in this country? Where the integrity? Where the independence of the judiciary? You can ask yourself this kind of thing. Where will they go now when we say, yes, Hilary Eriyo now, because of, say, his wife, now chief judge, or whatever, they'll go to and say, what you go do, what you no go do. Because this now, you can't make me suspect so many things then. Some governors, their wife be chief judges, either for their state or for federal. You know, understand? Former governors, even some serving governors. You understand? And in this kind of thing, when you see, say, your person get interest, or your interest for that thing, get to your body talk, say, you go recuse yourself. That is the language when they use for court.
For court, yes.
You go remove yourself for the matter.
From the case.
But now, because of, say, your husband come, he be waiting, he be. The man talk because the thing is long. He talk say, sometimes he go beg a wife. When he beg a wife, he no agree. Then he can't encroach. That means he can't force himself.
Yeah, that means you can't want her. Say, whether if you not do it, maybe you don't want this marriage again.
Yeah, you understand?
If you not do it, you will see where you will see what I will do you.
They disobey
so,
me.
Now Nigeria, this country, now you and your wife, they discuss inside our bedroom to take destroy them.
The man also talk, say, none of them, even come back, come appreciate.
The interpretation way they give us. So, anyway, now part of her.
No, because obviously, why the man can't come out at this time, can't begin talk say they be ingrate. Come begin mention all the
He
things.
said they appreciate the
People say
woman.
they appreciate am.
You sure say this man for talk?
So now appreciation say they get justice now for this our country. Or maybe they don't agree. Say if I do this one for you, see what you go come.
Yes.
So the agreement now, they
They break the agreement.
Because the man can't forget. Say if politician tell you say good morning.
You know,
He
politician.
not be politician.
No,
All of them are the same.
Let me say, far not the drive file for Melo.
Okay.
You know, say anything with them talk. They don't. If they say good morning, may you come out for inside house.
Check wristwatch. Not be come inside. Check your
Because
wristwatch.
whether
Whether the time correct.
Whether the time correct. Because waiting this anyway, waiting happen so. Oh, when I fair hear this thing, I say, oh, we don't finish.
Okay, with this kind of thing now, anybody go feel pray say go get justice now for court. With this kind of way when we say go, because you can't be like say now who know who get connection pass, who get money pass, who know grant pass. Now in the win case, maybe I'm not talking about say bill, but for you, Hilary Eriyo, you feel say person feel they get justice now for court.
How we want to get justice for court with this kind of arrangement? The senator will come and say, all the things we do, we to help most of them for this House of Senate. And I not come to appreciate. When INEC chairman the other day, he say if result we don't declare, so if you know like can go to court. Now they see what he mean.
Okay, you dey feel.
Now they see what he mean.
Okay. Ordinarily, if you don't like court now, or you don't like what they give
You
you,
will go to court.
you go to court.
Yes. So for somebody where Nigerians, almost the entire country citizens don't say this election way you
Now the person
do.
back with stand put.
Now see where we go. You say no, say not be that one, say not this one. If we not like am, make we go.
No, na normal thing na the
Yes,
law.
yes. yes. For person wey don do wrong in the eyes of people, wey na him go come still dey refer you to court. Na Nigerians suppose say wait boss. Thomas,
wait. The truth be say when he did there, for the time when we say they present the results, the agents for the various political parties they did there. Excuse me. Do you know the Mela is now one of them? He talked many things there for PDP. Now the man Scotland say the way it be. So see the answer when he say he give you. The man was not satisfied. If you're not dissatisfied, go to court. Go and seek redress there. It's possible say at the end of the day, people they wait for court. For Edo State here, we know. Now somebody fair put for them. One showman get go court. He win and come. And so many others like that for different places there.
na me wey dey vex. Na me wey dey vex. Na so I will tell you say I go carry you go court.
No. You know
For
understand.
wetin you do so.
No, you know
No, I understand you well.
I don't tell you say see my own.
Yes.
You say you know like I no vex. Now say okay now go court. Maybe they will fit get justice for them. Now say you reach.
Na say because you know say people like this dey wey go fit tell their wives for the court.
So many Bulkachuwa.
Bulkachuwa dem full everywhere. Wey go fit tell their wives. Or wey go even fit tell their husband say this case we get interest inside burn her upside down. Na im make you refer me to court. Otherwise me wey dey vex for the result wey you declare. Na me suppose tell you say I go court
or no.
or not. For you to come be the person to tell me say if I not dey satisfied for the result wey you give me make I go court. E mean say all of una don already know the result wey will come at the end of the day. But if you ask sir, say where this matter wan carry us go as a country, na backwardness. You no go allow the law dey take im course. Before now, when we dey grow, they say the symbol for law na in the tie the woman.
The woman don dey remove.
She don comot the cloth
for her.
She dey see the people wey dey the court now say okay, Masha, wetin you say be the Eriyo. Okay.
Eriyo
Efosa, na you okay? Okay, they say make the case favour you. He don open eye. He dey know everybody now wey dey come court, and he also dey collect information from people how he go take judge their matter. He no go carry us go anywhere as a people.
Victor.
My brother, the whole thing tire me.
We not say tire you now.
Because I if they pay me say drama. Now they happen for the country every day. And the drama, they take us back. You know, they see sign of hope. You know, they see sign of hope. When government enter, whether na president or na governor, as they appoint people wey wan work with them, now there you see the future, good future of that country or that state. Now there, now be the foundation of progress for a country. The type of people where you go appoint, make it work with you.
But you're not going to know when they don't appoint them now. Now when they just have to do work.
Listen.
That you go know whether that be better people. That they be. Because the favorite people when be say you don't even know before. You don't even know how they be. I just make I help you.
Sadoh, they say now when you dey road to farm,
I don't know if we work.
now then you know if you walk.
Okay.
Not be when you don't reach farm. May I tell you, a lot of millions of Nigerians don't they give up. Now then they go back. Say, God, help us. Let us prepare again. Let us prepare for another
When that government don't come now, you don't they appoint people and the rest. So maybe this is not the time for us to judge. You understand? The judge starts now. Make we see how it go. Because if you're really looking for somebody to come and they come out and say, we know ourselves. You know understand?
I change justice.
I change justice
against for in the favor of Una for here.
You understand? And nobody come out, come appreciate
government will fail day.
So if you say make I stop, I go stop. But the truth be say I apologize to my wife. I dey beg her through this medium now because I don't encroach into this thing. What they call her
fundamental human rights
or the way she take carry her work out.
Exactly. The work where she take hold, the work where she take hold to the wait at the come, the work where she take hold to preserve, and not to allow her personal interest interfere with her official duties.
No, not their personal interest. Now your husband interest.
Yes, her husband interest now became her interest. So he and her husband they will marry each other, finish for inside prison. I just pray the president of this country. He also dey hear because we had a president wey no fair dey know. Now his man talk say I was not aware. He was never aware. We dey pray make this one dey aware so that he go start now. Because as I real talk am just now, when they declare road to farm, na there you go know pikin wey sabi work for farm. No be just to dey do this one. The way you don take start now, we don see some business wey you don put signature. We see and say it clear for her and wetin go push us further. If only the process go also still is enough, make it not suffer Nigeria. Because nothing Nigerians not they suffer for. Any policies you bring, we will see policy go clean. It go clean. The end point from the beginning,
the execution now come the problem.
Yes, to execute them, it will become problem because of the attitude of Nigeria.
And because the people where you want,
because of the attitude you want put them. Look at this old man now, 80 years plus.
82 years.
82 years. When Bauchi North people vote for say go representative for Senate.
Adamu Bulkachuwa.
Then you say when you read there now another work, another thing how to destroy the laws of this country. Now it be waiting go catch you there. Like I talk, I pray make this new president make it there aware. And if he there aware, make it they take the issues serious. It truly as he talks say na he turn. And he don't to be he turn now. That means he get what he want to do with he turn to carry this country forward. Nigerians, President of the Federal Republic, Your Excellency, sir, Nigerians not go fit afford 6 months inside where we dey come from. 8 years. We not fit. Now luxury to Nigeria where we can't afford it, sir. So the better now say make you start to dey work or start to talk.
The president talk and
start to talk.
The president talk and say what did they do? Say there's going to be so much reforms. They want to change the thing for so many things for inside the judiciary. And for the first one we say first do, they call increase the retirement age of judges from 65 to 70. You know that, sir? That reform be this one now. So at this cases like Bulkachuwa, I don't know how it's going to be that time and all of that. For president, they want to reform am. That I'm saying he agrees, say the system they bad. I believe so, Victor.
Waiting the reform for there. Eh? Not be waiting good. That person says okay, making repair. Person
no, what's bad in the repair now? Now what's bad? Now reform.
Now that one. Now I said maybe from 65 to 70. Now you want to change the attitude of our judges. Some of our judges. Answer though. And they ask.
I hear you now.
Answer now. This will be the hear you now. Now say 70 at a time and I want to change the attitude.
I want to change the attitude
of Bulkachuwa wife.
Me, I even say go reduce down to 40.
Yes. Because if you know, I begin to see light for what they talk. Because one person don't they go. All these kind of people, when they call judge, they write all the time. Yes. When they write, they reach out, they continue to they write. Yes. Don't they get better life? Yes. Don't even they allow this to socialize? Yes. They very secluded life. Yes. They did to them.
So that they don't make friends. They'll come make them change the law.
You understand? Their own are just this. So if they did there now 65, you say no, make the car to 70. What of juniors when they come? What of they get to work? Number one. And secondly, you both say there is law of diminishing returns. You get where you go rich, you not get where you go again.
You come down.
The system. How is the system? The judiciary system. How is it? How good it is?
You know what you did there, say? Because for 35 years now, because 35 years they work before, 5 years in service. Now they work around to 40 years.
You worked at 5 years or you retire at 60. But so you say there are an additional 10, then you call a reform. When you don't take obvious now, say the people who don't they lead us, they come. That law of diminishing return, don't they affect them? They are all now returning in their senses. They are returning in their strength.
Former President Buhari said, like, say, he dey younger.
I wish I was younger. The day when that man make that statement, now that day, now Nigerians will say, Oga, thank God you are not young.
Come back home.
Come back home.
But we get people like Joe Biden now. He's over 80 years. He's still the president of America, of US.
Okay.
Don't say 4 the other day, sir.
Okay, you say 4.
Before now.
I not say because now America.
But anybody can follow.
Anybody
can fall.
Anybody can fall. But you go look at the productivity. Okay? Now Pikin will get sense for 20 years, now will get sense for 80 years. Pikin will get sense for 30 years.
Yeah.
Now you will get sense for 50 years.
Because if you don't get for 40 years.
You now will get again.
That one that man say, a fool at 40.
You will continue to be forever. So, when we begin to see that in our leaders, he expects say we as citizens make we dey cry out, make we dey talk. We got president here wey give order say Inspector General of Police should go to a certain location where wahala dey. Inspector General come on go dey do birthday for a girlfriend house.
No of that one thing girlfriend house.
Do birthday.
But he do birthday.
He do birthday. I mean not do birthday.
Therefore do am.
He do birthday and they not do birthday. Leave the location. He do birthday. He do birthday against the lives and properties of this country, against the directive of the Federal Republic of Nigeria President.
When they ask him,
he said, I was not aware.
I was not aware.
I was not aware.
Anyway, I shall say,
I was not aware.
I shall say, you know, say last week we get one name, what we say all of us get endurance. You know that, sir?
No, we don't feel endure for this one.
No, wait, that you wait. We get one name, we get one word, we change. That be endurance. This one, I was not aware. I want to ask my brother where we say they for there. Yes, Chuka, are you aware? Are you aware? Chuka, I should say they are aware.
Well, my brother, if you ask me who I go ask, we all there aware of the issues when they happen, as they happen. Of course, the issue of the Senator Bulkachuwa matter, one of the talk comes since of course, we all see what happen for there. And our validity section, I suppose go on. They say every senator must give him validity messages as they go. And for validity messages, the man has just deemed fit say, and at the right time when he's supposed to appreciate the wife, even if he friends when the wife will be happy court president help, and of course even if they not appreciate, and make it take opportunity appreciate the woman, and make his friends know say or not appreciate this woman. Everything bounce back to our political system. I hear Hilary talk, and of course we in the verse the para they talk there. The matter be say not be the first time we will see issue of judgments for court. That's why we promulgate the independence of the judiciary, of course, and the sincerity of the judiciary. The man say it all comes to the issue of their political party, political setting too. Because for me to talk, say I want convince my friend, make it talk to my wife, we get interest, and our interest, and I bring those things come about. Make sure say if you convince the wife, so that the wife go fit upturn things for them. But the question me I dey ask, why are you busy now when validity section 9 deem fit to bring the matter come out? Therefore, don't resolve the things since instead of say they come outside, come they wash their cloth as the former president of the Senate, Akman Lawan, try to tell us, calm down, off your mic. If only we go fit know what the implication of those things, and to make sure say we get them right for good for our system, because as it stands, so we still get many cases for court, and we get too many of these issues we don't go down, and the most people who suffer these things now the constituency people. You understand? Senator Bulkachuwa from one constituency for Bauchi, how well that constituency did. If the constituency do okay, problem not there. If they obtain cases for friends to come back to Senate, and their constituency people they enjoy the particular person in question, I don't think say age even matter for us now. What we want na person we go fit deliver, because we don't even see young persons too when they come position because of the what we go call maybe exuberance or some other artists things not fit work out. For them. Well, I get my guest for house this morning too, and even in a barrister Secom, I go want to make in just took mouth for this issue, small as it concerns issue of judiciary, issue of course, because you hear what those my brothers talk. They started with the issue of Senator Bulkachuwa will be senator for Bauchi, and of course during validity section when they're supposed to talk, come out. You understand? He come mention many things. Say, well, if friends not appreciate, they not come back on time after the help. The wife will be happy court president. Don't help them for many things. Of course, they not come back on appreciate. You as a legal person, what do you think about that judiciary, that aspect of judiciary, and of course, issue of semen, man no man as a concerned case. Now, so we say I'm elsewhere. Why would they find that kind of thing for you, barrister? Good morning.
My people, now good morning. I greet you now well. The truth of the matter be say, when I see that video, I really weep for our judiciary, because if somebody they bold enough to come talk, say, in the using wife, they helping friends we get cases, it means that so many things don't they happen we resemble that one. Sometimes we as lawyers, we they see some judgments where they will give, who say, now wow, and it ends there because we don't fit go fight the judges. And once they pronounce our honor to say as the court pleases, if you know it's not sweet you, if you feel go appeal, you go appeal. Even as Supreme Court, end of the matter. But for my own, I believe that for a senator to come talk that kind of thing, if they make jest of our judiciary, which means that the cases where we lawyers they go do, we lawyers just they go do the cases. The decisions not be waiting we put for book, or not be waiting we read for book. Neither they take judge. It means that when we don't talk all the way finish, they will go do meeting. can't decide where the judgment will go. For that, it's a sad commentary on our judiciary, and I thank God that the NBA president don't write to the NBA, write to IG, write to all the security agencies, may they look Chukma for the matter, may they investigate, may they know, because as far as the allegations are, they are bare allegations, in just talk.
So no evidence.
No evidence. And the only way we can discover the truth of the matter now to call on the other security or law enforcement agencies, may they come investigate, find out whether true, whether they talk, now so it be, or maybe because now validatory session won't make people laugh, now make a talker. So for the now, I'll just accept that the allegation in make.
But let me ask you something. How true, how factual it be for somebody, because I'm my wife and a judge, before somebody be president of appeal court, yes. And not be being so, not be my man.
Well, I know.
You understand? So, but is it how viable is it for you, even if you're your wife or your president, for you to influence a judge?
Okay. Let me make a Karuna back to, I think, 2015 when Wike and Amechi they get issues. Wike came out boldly to say that Amechi's judgment, he worked for Amechi's judgment.
Okay, through your own wife.
Through your own wife. And
Okay.
through in your guy wife, that is the former CJ we don't retire. So those are very, very damning allegations against the judiciary. If somebody can't talk, say, nah, he work for somebody victory for court, when the person get lawyers, we go present case for them. It means that that person knows more than we know for this matter. So it not be today, it start to happen. And it raise the suspicion of Nigerians that any judgment we get for court may not be the correct judgment. Maybe they don't go do man, no man, or they sit down, discuss and take a drink beer, come court, come talk with him, then discuss. Rather than waiting the lawyers present, the evidence they presented, the arguments they made. Because that's how judgments will be. You present evidence, you argue your cases. You apply the law to the evidence where you bring. To make the court understand, say, yes, now suppose give me judgment because of the evidence where I bring and the arguments where I argue. As a lawyer, that is our job. But if they can't give us the impression, say, all our arguments, we just they argue, then there's a problem somewhere. I don't think there is anywhere in the world, I don't know, there's anywhere in the world where somebody will come out openly and say he influenced judgment. Now, only for this country, I don't see it. And that is the truth of the matter.
Now, we'll look at the independence of our judiciary. People don't cry out, independence. What's in this one pretend now for that independence we will shout for? And secondly, another thing, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just signed that adjustment for age for judges.
Yes.
You understand? We hear my brother on that side, Hilary, talk about age. Of course, in the talks, they're supposed to reduce the age, supposed increase them. Yes. And of course, is it a fact that if a judge they advance, things could reduce for a brain, or things suppose experience suppose join?
Well, make I first talk about the independence of the
judiciary.
You know, independence is just a word. Now, word.
Mere word.
The actual independence depends on the people that need the independence. If you say, like, say you dey under me now, you say you want to be independent, I can't use my tell you say you are independent.
You are independent.
Yet you not agree come off my side.
I not agree free
yourself from my side. That means you yourself, you are not independent. Yet I've openly said independent. I don't talk and say you are independent. I don't free you. They go. No conflict. My two things where they benefit from me. That is the problem we're having with the judiciary today. You don't take away with the shout independence of the judiciary. The judiciary is independent. That is why salaries of judges is there's what is called first line charge from the revenue account. That means, you know, they go through all this Senate approval and everything. Their own, they come direct to them. Direct to them. That's part of the independence granted them. But the reality we will come to see. Let me say, most of these judges, sadly, still they connected to the executive. Most of them still believe, say, they're supposed to do it in executive.
They talk.
They talk. Very few judges, they don't break out, say, no, man, this one, I know will do it. But most times, if you see judgments in our court, they tend to favor the establishment rather than the citizen. What do I mean? If, for example, you carry government go court, maybe for one issue or the other, because I don't do have plenty. Most of the judgments I get, even me, no say, now because now government I did against, let me give such judgment. But if the judges decide, say, today, we not send the executive, if they misbehave, we sanction them. Because that's your job. The executive, they implement law. And if they not implement it, when the judiciary will tell them, say, we not implement this job well, this law well. This is how we are supposed to implement it. And because we are not implementing this way, this is the punishment for not implementing it the right way. But most times you don't see it like that. That's why I said independence is just a word. Now the judiciary itself will decide, say, yes, we are independent.
How? In what form?
Fine. The judiciary should decide that, okay, anything we come our table, we address them strictly as the law talk. We will not give people where they look outside reason to believe, say, now because our government, I make us do this way. At least when you see judgment where sound, no person will tell you. When you see judgment where really touchlight the issues, no person will tell you. And when you see judgment where not really follow route, no person will tell you. And the unfortunate thing is that if now maybe at the lower level, you can still run to the appeal court, go cry, say they not do your case well. They will still look at. But if na Supreme Court, what do you do? And whatever they say at the Supreme Court level, now ain't come be the law until the Supreme Court itself say, okay, we don't change them. So make the judiciary decide, say yes. Make we know the mingle with the executive, because maybe one or two things we will get. Because it beats my imagination. Judges, now governors and presidents, they buy them cars, they give them accommodation.
As in personal relationship or
no,
allocation?
Allocation from the allocation.
From their own allocation?
That's from the government, and they will buy them car. That's what if you house. It will get difficult make you talk against them.
Make you walk against them.
Or walk against them. But if all these things provide their own facilities for themselves, which I know see them, because if you go court, you won't go 5 cases, we know how much they pay. And this is revenue for the court. Then the government. Anything where you pay for. So with the kind of money we would they pay this? Either to file cases or to do one or two things. And then the first line charge the judiciary they get as an arm of government that does not the other arm of government get. So why is it that they depend on the executive for all those things that all provide for themselves? Because the truth of the matter is, if me and you together, then maybe every break time they buy a food shop. If I commit offense, you go find it difficult to tell me say I did, because I be your benefactor. The judiciary made them stop to look the executive as their benefactor. Even if a governor wants to buy, the judiciary can tell him, no, we don't need it. That's the only way to declare their independence in word and in deed. Like be that. Nobody say we'll just mount up. Even if they sign law, say the judiciary is now independent. If the judiciary not agree, remove himself from the executive. The independent, all that law is a piece of it. Now the judiciary go depend. Nobody go declare independence for the judiciary. Because left to the executive, they will like make them still hold the judiciary a hostage. Make them waiting them want. And today say yes, we want to be independent. We don't need anything from the executive. We don't need anything from the legislature. We are going to do our things so that we can judgment without fear or favor. Maybe all these things will they hear for know their rights.
Because whether I would like them or not, say my wife help friends, he help my friends. But with all these ones kind of things over here, of course some things go down.
Of course, those things go down.
Some favor.
But the problem now is say one, the person in question. Most of these judgments, where they talk about, the people don't give them, they don't retire. And once you are retired, the NJC cannot discipline you because you understand. If you are still a serving judge where they make that statement, the NJC can call in. But as you retire, they don't feel call. You know, they're under their control again. The only way now, maybe they call the senator and say, why in talk.
But that one I go to be late news now because it passed. You don't believe it. They don't believe it.
Maybe some of the judges don't even go to Supreme Court safe. This was judge. Forget say she be a president of the Court of Appeal. The judgment for maybe they don't go to Supreme Court. Maybe they you know. You understand? The facts say maybe they give some wrong judgment at the appeal court stage. No means the opportunity, no, they make them correct them.
A judge Supreme Court will influence a judge for Supreme Court.
Well, it is possible. Because them, now judges then be. The judge level is higher than the other. But once you become a high court judge, you are a judge. That's why they call them justices. From high court down to court levels, they call them, and they regard themselves as brother judges. So it might not be impossible to make an appeal court judge talk to Supreme Court judge, make it help.
Please, is there?
There's a very strong possibility.
We could look at age we'll talk about now.
Yes, about their age.
President just signed the bill.
You see, sometimes age no they measure sense or the way you work. You get some 40-year-old people, we know if you reason like some 80-year-olds. May I give a classical example? Justice Oputa, God bless his soul. Even into his 90s, if he talk, you know, a person will get sense. Now he talk. You understand? The only issue where I get is that the conditions where the judges detail work will tend to wear them out sooner than if they had facilities like coders and stenographers that will be taking this thing happens. But when a judge, you get like 16 cases to write for maybe once. Back and forth, they give evidence and you they write. That kind of thing, it sap your mental energy. Then when you write and finish, you still carry everything, go study them. Come they use that same long hand, they write judgment. It is a problem. I don't have an issue with the age of judges. Because for US, even 80 years, they still do their judge thing. And they are still giving judgments that are sound. Why? Because most of no be them they do am. They have what they call paralegals, wey be say no be lawyers dem be, but they have knowledge of the law and they can work with judges, make write this judgment term. You see, by that time, the only thing you didn't get to do now to go bring conference. But if not the judge, you do everything. You know, it's easy.
And what will you find there?
Now, what we suppose look at now be that before we increase their retirement age. If we provide all those facilities, you will find out that even into their 80s, they will still be strong enough to they do their work. But with the conditions where they work today, you see most of them, they will wear out even before 60. And I see for social media, somebody said that most Nigerians know they use their real age to enter work. Maybe they will cut like 5 years come off their age. Then somebody who is supposed to be 70, maybe don't reach 8 originally. That one will still affect in output. Because they will look you like 60, I don't know, say don't reach 70. Or they will look you like 50, I don't know, say don't reach 65. So those are the things. If we can remove that, say all of people they use their real age enter work, then they get facilities to do this work. We no go stress them out.
Age no matter.
Age no come matter. What I be expect the president to do was before he increase their retirement age, if do the reforms where they talk about as you want to do for judiciary, maybe provide them all these things. I remember in 2008, for this High Court, they provided microphones, provided recorders. Till today, they don't use those recorders. Then they gather dust. The microphones worked for only 1 year. Now, they know they work again.
Maintenance culture.
Maintenance culture. They know they work again. These are things that were put in place, make the judges do their work normally. But they don't use them. That's another problem we also look at. How do we sustain this maintenance culture? May not be say we just spend money, they buy all these things. They not go use them, they go spoil, or maybe they go thief them, carry go. Because if you go to the High Court now, most of these mics, they're not there again.
Barrister, thank you very much. We will look at other issues because yes. I invite you to come for some other issues too. Yes. Of course, if not for the talk, we come out from that's our network side for yes. Benin there. And now, the state of the nation, we just see the Senate just elect principal officers. We yes. get the Senate President, we get the Deputy Senate President, emerging, of course, we get the Speaker of House of Rehabas, and of course, between Deputy. Also, now having these persons, we see the election will go down. Yes. For the House of Rep, we see first time we see open ballot system. We can't pick it up. But for Senate side, now secret ballot. But you understand. But at the same time, we see the outcome of it. Now we're getting these principal officers. You as a legal practitioner, what will be your take with the way these people take come, and what do you suppose to expect from these people who just come now as principal officers for the Senate?
Well, for me, the legislature, that they know how they do their things, they know how they elect their leaders. How they do it, no be anybody's business. That's one. That's on the legal side of it. Or on the other hand, all of so much discussion, so much lobbying, all these things, it happen. Maybe these people they elect as Senate President, Deputy Senate President, Speaker, Deputy Speaker, may not have been the kind of people Nigerians want to occupy those positions. But we know we fit argue with National Assembly. Because at then they elect the people who could lead there, and they don't elect I want to pray say, okay, these people, they go do their work well, in a way that the ordinary man on the street go dey happy. Because at all the arms of government, that the legislature they closest to the people, because then they to the people directly. The executive, you elect a governor, is the governor of the entire state. You elect a president for the whole country. But if you elect a senate, you get area when you get responsibility to do, make law, we go better their life, to bring projects, we go better their life, to work against, we go affect them negatively. That is the job of a legislature. You understand? But over the years, we don't see legislators, they become contractors, they do projects, that's not their job. Their job is strictly to make law. Then they will attract projects, not that they will come do the project themselves. Like, okay, my area not get federal presence. Executive, I need maybe a college of education or a federal government college or something that the federal government does do. Okay, the federal government has a presence here. You go work towards them. If they approve them, the executive will come carry out the work. Then you go come be seen a Senator XYZ, na him influence that the project come in your own side. Then if you see saying people they suffer in one way or the other, in response, you have to bring bill, come National Assembly, okay, see you, the people in my area, they get this issue. So I think, see as we will fit do to solve their problem. Let us make a law that will solve their problem. All these NDDC, all these river basin authority, they are products of bills that were passed into law. Which means now one senator or House of Rep member now sit down and say, this area need this kind of thing, or these people need this kind of thing. So what we do for them? They go argue and argue and argue. And if they agree, they go send them to president and say, okay, sign and make it become law. That is their job. So my prayer, now say these people they elect, may them lead their colleagues in the right direction to do the job where they elect them, may them do. Or issues of maybe that they go to see presidency, make him do one or two things for them. That is not their job. If you need something, you do a bill. If the bill gets accepted, it becomes law, they go do it. And the issue of senators or House of Rep members personally being involved in projects, it's wrong. They do the work of the executive. They don't cross-enter the work of executive. So, as I said, we just hope, see, these people they elect.
Prior to the election, we know say Senator Yari and Senator Akpabio, the top contender for that position. Yes. And both of them are from the same party. We can't look same. Why this if party talks same, talks with Akpabio, that we want, and of course the same inside the same party you get somebody else we still they bring out a loggerhead. People they expect say well they're supposed to come to an agreement, but after the election, everybody talks say well it's good for our democracy. Yes. But where my own issue there now, where the issue of party supremacy come in, where is supposed to come in?
Supremacy. Party supremacy not supposed to infringe constitutional rights.
Okay, you're my constitutional rights. The party order
is just convention. Say okay, because now our party they make you try align with what we talk. But if the person say no, and the constitution guarantees say he get right to aspire to that position, you know if he stop him. You understand? You can only persuade him, guy. You know, say all of us now we allow this man go. If he agree, fine. If he not agree, now give him a chance.
Do the needful as they do the election.
As they do the election. What they were trying to do, what the party was trying to do was okay to prevent the katakata where happened 2015. if you remember, Saraki and Co. Make we agree before that day, say that this person, now we go put for there. But I think Yari said no. That he didn't get right to contest. Nobody feels stop him from contesting. If he lose, he lose. If he win, he win. And the party no feel stop him. Party supremacy only applies when they try to get consensus. And say, okay, now the party position be this. Make una try a line. But if one person say, no, make we not align. Make we go there, go fight them out. Whoever win, we go support them. I know, if you not forget, during the APC primaries, they tried that same thing. This man will be our president today. Now he say no. We then go primaries. Because if there are some consensus, probably maybe not be him there for pick as a consensus candidate. So he now say no. May they not do it like that. Now democracy we do. Let the majority speak through their votes. That was why they had that convention and they did that primary election. But if you say English, say okay, may they do consensus and the party can't consist in another person then carry. Maybe
if we're not
the president now.
And I say another thing, the issue for House of Reps,
yes.
We see this open ballot system we then do.
Yes.
Plenty people talk say, man, they're not supposed to do it like that because it go come out to say, man, if you use and take casual people because somebody will get somebody else for mine. As you don't stand up now, you go say just that party supremacy thing. So I talk. So if you affect, so in spite of saying, you know, they talk say, man, most of the talk say, my people they say na but they don't collect some they don't collect some many but you understand. And of course, if you collect the tendency for you now to come stand up, vote for that person now because of party thing, you know, they so this open ballot thing, it they right for you as somebody.
Well, me I go talk as lawyer where I be. The National Assembly get the right to decide whatever means where they want to elect their leaders. They get that right. If they say raise your hand, and they want to do, nobody feel question them. If they say okay, you go enter inside room, go vote, nobody feel question them. But as you said, maybe as a member, Mr. A don't talk to me, Mr. B don't talk to me. And both of them are people where I like. It is very difficult for me to now come and now vote for Mr. A when Mr. B did the look me. Do you understand? So on the conventional side of it, it was not too good. They were still doing the normal secret ballot thing what they do. So nobody will know who vote for who. You understand? But legally, nobody feel question how they do their election. And then go as members and then go decide, say, na consensus we want use, we don't appoint this one, we don't appoint them. Or we go do election, but they go put the ballot box somewhere, we go hide, go vote. Or, no, everybody go sit down in your own. If I say, mention person, everybody raise up your hand. It is their business. You cannot take them to court on that.
Okay.
They know how they want to do their thing.
I go ask you the last question before I go leave you, and of course, we could join our people for Benin before we come back here again. Now, the issue of they say the last ninth Senate, the people tend to, of course, they say the issue of rubber stamp. You understand? These are new people who don't come now.
Yes.
What would be the possibility say this one's not that same kind of agenda? Of course, what do you go 1 million do so that people not go term them as that?
You know, this issue of rubber stamp, you get as a bill. Because you know we see good policy where government where executive want do. Because you know when they say you be rubber stamp, you go against them. Do you understand? And at the same time, if you today align with what executive they do, people will accuse you, say you be rubber stamp. So the issue of rubber stamp is a very dicey situation. But the only way we will avoid that is that this National Assembly, as I said, they get people that they represent. If issues like that come, make them hear from their people first. See the thing where they ground do, how na siam. You understand? How na siam. Okay, it dey good. Una feel align. No, it not dey good. Make una no agree. I don't know whether I get what
I get what you talk.
Now, that the only way where they will escape that issue of, say, rubber stamp. And our legislators over the years don't develop the habit of they not send waiting their people feel. That their own personal interest. Like they pursue. So whether they accept or reject any bill from anywhere now depends on not the interest of their constituents where they claim say that they represent, but their own personal interest or their own personal benefits in some cases, because sometimes we dey hear say that they give a Ilalobo as you talk to influence support for policies. I never see them physically sharp, but the rumors they did.
Okay.
And from the body language of the legislators over the years, we tend to say, if I say that thing not true, because if you hold meeting with your constituents regularly, you're supposed to know what they
need
or what they need. Not when you come, you vote. Maybe you don't sleep tired. They just wake you up, say, "Okay, vote." You just vote. It happens that way. So we go try. The legislature will try. If they don't want me, then call them rubber stamp assembly. Better they listen to their people. If any issue they grant before they deliberate on it, they go. That's why they get constituency office now. But the problem is, say, if you go the constituency office, the only one person you go meet.
Now you go meet there.
They don't collect money for those constituency office. You will see them maybe in one shop. We say that constituency office. They are supposed to be standard constituency with staff. And they don't collect money for all those staff because the allowance is made that you are supposed to have staff in your constituency office. But if you go, you meet shop, or sometimes you don't even know where the constituency office is.
Barrister Kevin Asekome, I deal with Barrister Kevin Asekome here since, and of course, in the lighting us more. Based on waiting, we start with the issue of the Senator Bulkachuwa valedictory message when bring out so many issues as concerns the judiciary, and of course the Senate tried to mic off mic, although it don't make in point already. But thank you very much. Of course, we will invite you again for the program. Now this morning, Nigeria now still watch, and of course, good morning Nigeria will watch, and many people still did there. Of course, we did here. We will take a small break so that we meet our people. I'll get my brother for there, Thomas Sadoh, and I get Victor Eriyo and Oga Hilary for that side. I also don't hear everything about Mr. Asekome talk for you. Make I still well. I don't know if my brother Thomas Sadoh get anything to contribute based on the whole matter where we don't talk here since. I don't hear about Asekome as a lawyer here concerning this whole issue. My brother Thomas, you did there with me now.
Uteh-Iwogban, thank you so much. I thank Barrister Asekame. What do you want me to ask him again? You don't ask all the question. I don't raise my hand since like one small picky for classroom. Look me. Make I ask a question. You don't agree. You don't ask all the questions. Barrister Asekame, thank you so much when you join us. I will not say yes. Ask Uteh-Iwogban talk for time when we say no, he will still call you so that we go see they ask all the questions when we say they will. Thank you so much. Hilary Eriyo, we thank God say we don't come back to Benin after the whole thing because whether anyone they watch us at the network now we say we there for independent television. We don't talk about Bulkachuwa. This our brother when we say for Abuja Asekame barrister. He don't talk about Bulkachuwa. Talk about so many other things. My brother, before we will go far, we talk about this state government, which they talked the other day, say they don't set up committee, but they only see cow for inside town again. so that this farmer and clash this thing header. This na Mero, so my brother. You see trailer they come. This na Federal Road. This na Benin Lagos Road by Ugbowo, by St. Patrick Catholic Church. Now be this one. This early morning when we dey come work, now we see this one so. People they run from cow now for inside Benin, inside the city center, inside Ugbowo. Who they go Lagos now? They see us now. Who they pass here? One go meet Chuka and my brother for Abuja. They see all this one now. You see what they happen for inside Benin. And so we go the day. Now the work when they say they do, the new committee when they do now be this one. You see, vehicle need to run. See, see what they talk. See,
where the elder?
But if somebody jam this motor now, jam this cow now, the elder will come out. Just imagine. Now this Benin, now Benin with this so.
Well, you know how they always talk.
You know they find West before. This one, I just say West called they had you.
Yes, yes, because now where we dey.
See motor they run from cow.
Now where we dey, now we still dey. I may not know what the committee want come do. You propose bill. It pass through first reading, pass through second reading. Whether they do public,
they don't do everything.
The House don't say okay.
We
don't get document. Take assent, make it become law. You go set up committee. Set up committee. Make
The law did there. Yes. The committee go see they go round.
They do
part of a
Sadoh. Wait. The committee now enforcement committee.
You know what's in there?
Now question you ask you answer that.
Not the question they ask.
Now enforcement committee.
See, they bring up the committee.
Yes.
And they get what do they call it? Terms of reference.
Okay.
That they work when BC they go do.
Okay.
A part of the work to make sure they know they see cow for inside town.
I will come
like
see.
this.
I will come
and we can't see them now.
No, that means the committee.
It never even start to work. It don't they fail for a work where they give her. Now better they talk. Okay. So if you come and say Sadoh.
Yes, you call your name.
What I do?
The reason why you must continue to call your name because anytime we want. We will be like say we want touch what the government not do well. You will turn to their PRO.
No.
You talk to
no. Why don't they do your hand like this and don't mean you don't they talk something not correct? Why don't they do your hand like this and don't do what's not correct? Why don't they show you the hand?
You know here?
No.
Listen.
Once you don't put, I know you.
Your hand do for a hand.
Once the hand don't they do like this now. No say you don't talk to
correct. The statement of a governor. Now authority.
Yes.
You know.
I know now.
Now you
set
talk
up committee.
They set up committee.
When a governor talk, the city will hear.
I don't know till they talk. Now talk until they talk.
Yes, sir. What's the essence of the where we want for see committee now?
No, listen.
They listen to
power. The power where you use
my governor,
where is the
His
power?
Excellency, you come out on a broadcast to talk about the cow movement in your state, especially in the city center. When you hear national anthem, bong 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 bong. That's who want to talk so. A president.
There's a plan for another person.
You see now governor of Edo State. Say my dear people of Edo State. My eye don't reach, my ear don't hear. All the laws will concern cow and elder confusion, killing of my citizens inside the villages, chopping of my people cassava and their yam. We hear some of them used to use cutlass to cut down all the plantain for your cow to chop it. But I hear that come out now as the governor of Edo State. If all these things happen again,
anything you see, you will take. Say I be governor, I quiet, I know the one they do ask some of my one time. You know me to talk. Say I don't know what they do. I'm a governor for everybody. I'm a governor for nobody.
Who quiet not before?
Who quiet not before?
You talk all these ones.
Then they will play another national anthem, they close the television.
Don't finish.
Then you will come say, because say you be elder. Because say the cow business of this country. Now those states, now they say you can't put the headquarters.
You say you be traditional ruler.
You say the traditional ruler because we hear some of them say, we now be community head, we now invest inside cow business. Now make cow not fit come up for communities now. Then governor has spoken. Bring your cow, come and maybe we hear one complaint. Then they order your arrest, charge you to court. The relevant sections of the law, they will use and judge you, send you to prison. Then when they use one start, community A will reform community B.
Don't finish.
It dey prison now.
Carry the cow, share them for orphanage, make they take it.
Make they take chop. Make they take chop. Better food. Gaga, you don't gaga them. Roast and gaga them, put them for big pot. Buy spices, put them, even a yam, you cut, put. Everybody with the waka
my
pass,
brother Hilary. My brother
Hilary. When governors talk, na power. We don't want talk. We want the right social paper. We want the right social paper. Make committee now make that they waka for street. Make the committee they waka for street say they don't want to see cow again. Now it be the committee set up. Or make committee call relevant stakeholder. The committee we pray say make none of the inside they to cow business. If they take cow business, now where we dey? Now then now we go dey. Call us stakeholder. Owner association of cow dealers in Edo State. See, all this I don't want to know who gave you money to do business. But you cannot be using cow to destroy my citizens. You cannot be using cow to destroy food. Food is there now, not be saying because say they remove subsidy. Now because say nobody go farm.
Nobody go farm.
Throughout last year, nobody go farm. This place. Houses. All of them now they're not go farm.
They don't go farm.
We hear.
He go there. You know say he go there that time.
He go.
When he go there, he visit that place. He tell this thing. When I'm alive as a governor, I'm in charge. But now don't worry. This thing must stop. Now he come out. 2 days later. Now
look at a federal express way.
That those people enter that place again. Massacre people. Till date, the state government not do anything. Now, I want to ask Sadoh, the power then when you use for Koma, when they take government land from people, where is that power now? No, listen, when it is okay, he declares state of emergency, okay, coffee dead so plagues. Make people not come out. May he still use that power. This thing, me I not see any committee. May they not use committee. As you want the people.
Wait, I keep quiet since now. What you know they do here now?
What they supposed to do, not be committee. You come out again now. Call security agents. Now, no say this thing. We don't pass through the House of Assembly, and this now the law way dey. When you make law, who do enforcer?
A security agency.
A security agent. Now, this was supposed to be the work of vigilante. Vigilante not get head, he not get tail.
Now, at times it go just be like say because we get mad more than take talk. Now we'll just talk. Yes.
Okay.
I will tell you one thing.
Okay.
Did you see the terms of reference of this committee?
That what?
You see, I'm not
question.
Can you imagine this man? No, you ask me question. Let me ask you now. Answer.
What is the terms of the committee?
You see, yes, no, let you talk.
Okay, talk on. I don't know. I don't see.
So okay,
you were see and talk on.
See, no be matter. You see, they talk. So just keep quiet. Not to they talk. See, when you see matter, you go look at the way it be say it be.
Okay.
The setup of a committee comprising of different set of people, and if they tell you now, say vigilante they talk now they talk. It dey inside the committee.
Okay.
You understand? You go ask me now, say how come they not do their work now and all of that. Let me see another thing. They inside the committee. Police they side, other people they inside the committee. Now this thing we see for road, you bring and come say CRCB. Man, I tell you, if person thief, they catch him, they kill him. You know me say yes, say thief don't finish.
Okay.
That's what you get. So what if they be say, just like Hilary talk now, the person when you carry this one, when they carry come as so, they look for her or seize the cow. Because they don't feel they're everywhere. They're even working on information. Police when they talk about, what did they happen? They work on information. They don't be spirit, they don't feel anywhere.
Okay.
When you tell them, see what did they happen, they go swing into action.
Okay.
You were coming this morning according to you. You see this kind of thing, you bring account this early morning. You understand? You bring account now, we they talk about the matter. You see her. You don't already pass information. You don't do your own. Then you go, when people say they get this thing, may they do their own too. But you don't, can they be everywhere at the same time? You weren't there now, you don't want to happen for your house. No, you weren't there here now, you know what to happen for your house. No, you went inside the studio now, not past this door now, you know what to happen for there.
I know.
So you don't know. You don't know.
What you call the
so what are they trying to let us know now? They say, make everybody do your work. You don't do your work and everything. You don't see cow for roads. Against what you say government talk. You come now, you come there, you come to see, you say, these people, see what they give now they do now work well. See what they say. Now so you reach. Now you talk say, say what they, you cannot talk say, say
Thomas.
Road accident, jump somebody. You bring up people when we say you can't stop road accidents. But what you go do, we say you go reduce them. All this kind of menace when they for inside town. How we go to reduce them when we say we not go inside again? Then what you go to talk? We say talk say yes, say
Thomas.
Not be. And that's what we say the government. I not be government PRO.
No, you know, you not fit. You not fit. We just
they work there.
No, now the system.
Now waiting I see my own view.
Yes.
Unless you talk say yes, say if we dey talk, man no get view again. I was thinking
no, you get view. You get your own view.
Not be PRO.
You know say you not be PRO. We got to give you.
They talk like
government will consider that tomorrow.
Listen. You never work when I work for ITV.
You are okay.
You never tire me.
Exactly.
You don't understand.
Yes.
But if I ITV decide to second me, say do this, they second anybody go anywhere.
Exactly.
You understand? That's a different thing entirely. So I know they canvas for work. I know they work for government. I know my name na Thomas Sadoh. It be like Chris Osage.
You know Thomas Sadoh. You know Thomas Sadoh. Listen.
They talk like PRO.
Thomas Sadoh, listen to me. Thomas Sadoh, listen to me. Listen to me.
Now you when you talk with your own mouth, you don't say everybody go sleep well for the same side. Yes. They sleep well for the same side with you now. Now you go talk one thing. According to you go appropriate or how you talk reprobate at the same time.
Yes.
I don't go
talk.
You see, my brother, we not be. All of us we got dey this state. We not just be mumu like that, oh.
No.
Oh, not be mumu like this.
No, wait now.
We not be mumu.
You know, when we not be mumu. We not be mumu
at all.
But government actions and decisions at times, it dey make person like me, they feel say government, they think say I be mumu.
Okay. And now you dey talk.
What is committee? Why not task force? Why not
do
tax
you know
weight?
do you know that? No, let me tell you one thing. Do you know that it's only in the military that you even have task force? That's even wrong to have task force. You can only have a joint committee. Yes, now of all the armed forces on any matter.
On any matter or implementation.
That is it.
You okay?
Don't be task force.
Wait, even if the name not be there task force, I think all of us did this country, now all of us did this state. Where first subsidy come out. They say the money now go be 511 naira.
511.
511 naira. I
That is now 400.
No, I say 511 naira. Some person they say 520 naira.
Yes.
Good. Even as they say 511 naira, the quantity where they give you for 511 naira, it reach 1 liter. All this now waiting me expect government to begin the set up machinery too, because you go always say fowl not dey dry melon for fowl for melon fowl not dey dry fowl for melon. Yes, because most of them wey dey up there, they are now petroleum dealers and marketers. We not go fit implement wetin we suppose implement, because all of us na the same.
Yes.
All of us na one. It don't become law for the state say, cow, we not go ever see you for road again. We not go ever see you for road again. I must not say you they destroy people things.
Yes.
You see that woman where they Ogbogyobo, that old Iye where they Ogbogyobo, you not know what to be committee. Oh.
No.
She don't know what to be committee. Oh. Now say Okasunu, Erisunu, Governor Wese. If they happen, e no dey happen again. If we don't dey keep dey see these things, if they continue, then we will put a vote of no confidence on the committee wey they set up.
Listen, no. E get some things wey we say I feel say we dey get wrong. First of all, man, go back to that petrol when they put at 511. When they remove subsidy, pata, nobody get right to fix rates. Any amount when you see, now you go take buy, take sell. They no get right to ask anybody if it says 700 naira now, and you won't buy for there. Put that at the back of your mind. So if somebody say 520, say 530, say 1
Now
million,
now
it say, now be the total removal of the subsidy. NNPC when BC they bring their own that time. NNPC when BC they bring their own come out that time. You understand? Now say for their own filling station, see what we go they say. 511. I tell you now, even we're not coming to advertise anybody. But go Shafa. Shafa they say 510. Even lesser than NNPC.
Rumor they say 508 naira.
So even lesser than this thing.
Yes.
So that be the thing. But the area when you go talk now, we say actually that matter of under dispensing.
Yes.
Now very big problem. Now very big
Because
problem.
the money per liter now is just too big.
You understand?
That
So
you
you
still
come to the-
subchange me.
You understand?
Still
So
give
it
me
don't
less.
make
Because
sense.
it get filling station when I entered
So,
this morning. I don't want me to mention now one major, one of these major.
You got the mission on the go so.
So I entered there. They say 5:15. Now I come out. Now I say now 5:10. Others say they say that place where you talk just now. Now I go there. Come be 5:10. I come by there. You understand? So just
You
as
under
you talk.
dispensing. Go ahead, sir.
So anyway, make we know comments the whole thing. What would they try to talk? We say, everybody get work for this matter when we say concern the committee for cow or no cow. We don't do our own. We see them. See where for see them now. Make government go do what they go do to make sure say they comb that area. The people when we say they inside, make they catch them and make they pay for this thing. Our people for Abuja, I say that they're ready for us.
Okay.
You know, understand? How they say they're ready for us. We go find out how it be say that what it be say they get for us. If Abuja not ready, we're not ready for now.
Well, Oga Sadoh, thank you very much. We did ready for you. And of course, we did hear on our matter since when I talk issue of cow or no cow. And of course, we know say many things don't come out as it concerns further issues of farmers and headers clash. We don't make different policies. We don't come out. We know about Ruga. We know about many issues. We don't come out. But this time, they wonder me as a cow matter center Bini. And of course, you can't get major roads. Cow don't apply for major roads. It not be like that before. Although we are here where we did, we know say a normal routine, a normal thing. If I come out from here now, before I go 1 kilometer, I must see cow. Cow there everywhere for here. In spite of the rules, the law, when FCC don't even come and say, man, they don't want cow for road, but cow still the pass road. But you know, go better say, man, we dey see cow for Benin and stand for road because we think say that area we not go supposed to see this kind of issue. And the worst things we call even happen for those areas now the clash between the farmers and the headers because yes, man, headers attack farmers for farm. That's not good at all. Well, I get guests this morning for the house. Of course, we will start with the matter this morning again. In executive director of Authority newspaper, and of course in person we they informed where Oga Chuks Akuna. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Namesake.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Oga.
We wear the same colors.
We wear the same colors. Welcome to the program. Now we hear what my brothers talk for issue of cow for road. We know the policies. Government don't try to bring up policies before now. Issues concerning cow. We for Abuja here na normal norm for us to receive cow for us. You don't tell me one incident too for we happen for where actually happen. Even for that thing before now.
Yes, that 2004 when I was chief press secretary.
2000
drive from Onitsha to
cow enter road.
It's
2004 they see cow enter major road for Oka, not before for even for North Wood. Now we dey see them for Benin. Someone set up a committee. What do you think the other person talk about the committee? It's supposed to be what do your take as it concerns this issue?
Because see, the thing be say even road safety. They call road safety RSC. road, if person they supposed to say, "I just cross road, I can't jam, my car condemn." The car condemn because the car have been died. So the people come, they begin talks. But car don't spoil. I know the car will put for the ground. Go call police, car disappear. So that one day, but you know good because you see now your own business. You're not supposed to carry your own. Okay, if person carry dog, they work out for. Person carry dog, they work out for or camel or horse. You know good now. You know, but as it don't be like say as Buhari be president, he just carry that thing, come make him law.
But that's how when you get to assist them, Buhari not be president.
No, I ain't talk now. No, as Buhari become president, I think this issue of farmer headers come they bad past before. Because the president they tell them say nothing they happen, say if anything happen.
You think so that talk oh Nigerians naturally they bring that they get that kind of assumption, say as now my person did that so.
No, the thing be say they see the time we see Governor Keridolu. Because if you want to talk, say, make we know indict Buhari. See, Governor Keridolu, you know, say, Ondo bin get big forest. I know, say, most of this kidnapping, when they kidnap people, they carry the entire forest. I make Governor Keridolu come talk, say, make people wait for bush, come out. Say, they give them 7 days, make them come out for bush. Make them know how many people remain for. You know, so that if they see anybody for bush, they ask and say, oh boy, what do they do for bush? But we know what Garba Sheikh been talking. That's what they begin attack the governor. Say people get right to stay anywhere. You know, say governor no get right to talk. You know, say people get right to still. Now that kind of thing, they give them liver. We be say no, we say Fulani people get problem. Fulani no get problem. But if anybody will be criminal, no they get problem. Now condition they push and go do that they get that problem.
Well, we could go straight to the issue where I carry come from today. Yes. Well, we don't see state of the nation matter horizon. We don't see this. You do Senate. You know about those people. We see the selections when they make. We don't get Senate president, get deputy, get House of Rep, speaker, and of course deputy speaker, and of course see appointments when the president just gives the special advisors also. I want to make you, Chukma. We see for the first time for the Senate. We see what it go down for elections, nothing like consensus unlike 2015 and you understand 2019. For House of Rep, we see open voting. We never see before. I want to make you choose selection of principal officers and of course do it procedures when the whole thing go. What be your own take as a concerned matter first?
No, you know, say like what happened for Senate. I don't know if you did social media yesterday, something begin surface online about how people vote. You know, before they talk about
but that one not the na social media thing and people that just saying fake news. You know if you know what team person vote for except him and
not be true because if you check because I mean I don't cover national Senate.
I know
before. If you check how that thing be, maybe you're not using a fake. But I mean let's leave that. But this should be say we see the voting pattern, you know, and it should say. Oh, no, they were, like you talk, 2015, 2019. 2015, Salaki be emerged against Buhari's wish. And then 2019, Buhari sit down well, come make sure say, someone emerged. So the fact say, Centrayari get 43 votes, 43 or 46. She was saying still get very good support for the Senate, among the senators. But don't say the House of Reps own different because they say they can't queue. So that one
you like that one? Because that one now if it change people, if it change my if I get mine to write until before, as I come back now come talk, maybe people not talk say so
now here I talk now, so you know make them free and fair.
So what will be your take on that?
No, you know make them fair, now blackmail. Because you know say see the issue be say give it in a call selection committee. For House and for Senate. Now the Speaker, now be chairman of selection committee for House. The selection committee be say, and then will make you chairman or not chairman of committees. And the truth be say, I discussed last week with one man who be former senator. He told me say one time he can't check how much he spend in a month to give people now 170 million.
170 million per month?
Yes, we spent. So it's important that say, I mean, last month, I go burial of Papa of Governor of Bayelsa State. So I found the privileged boss will be take worker. Now, members of House of Reps day. So basically, I got the hear, I do follow the interview them, you know, the gist about the kind of pressure where they under. You know, say now, like people with the reps will come from around all this Nasarawa, Benue, where no far. They were just there, someone there for their gates, saying that from a village, I vote for her. Say, picking school fees, he won't pay. Say, no get money, or house, he won't die, he won't bury, you know, like that. And that's so, because then feel say, no lay, you know, feel say, no lay, lawmakers, they will go harass like that. You know, say, you know, if you go harass me, if you go minister, place, no, you make a minister, he go chase you come out.
An appointment.
You understand? So, you know, I want to tell you how important these positions be. So if you go, like get one former governor, the man not come on for Senate, the man they vex. He say, he's a former governor, when he come for Senate, so like, you know, give him
any position?
Yes. Come give him vice chairman of one nonsense.
One committee.
And he now, you know, when they say, as former governor, he's supposed to be privileged and all those things. Because all this is the help. Because even if you be former governor, when you come out, you still get political supporters for your state. You still be politician. So you can see the service them. Christmas, you give them money. Salah, you give them, you know, you buy things for them. You know, their children, they go, you know, they commission church or they build mosque. You go, they make money. So, what happen for floor of the house, we say, they don't even want to make the right time. They say, yeah, come queue. So you don't want to make it be say, they can say, you know, queue for Abbas. Because if Abbas becomes speaker, as he not become speaker, he goes, okay, this man will vote for me. He will carry him. He will put a floor member of committee.
Okay, then that will be the implications to all this.
Like him now. You see, if you, okay, like now, the plum positions, the juicy position, be one, appropriation. If you be chairman, House Committee or Senate Committee appropriation, plenty money there. Look, we don't lie. You be chairman, defense, money there. You be chairman, agric, you be chairman, education. Because these are all issues because the thing we say, a lot of agencies, they under you. And then, if you're in good terms with the heads of these agencies too, I mean, that's the truth. They go to oblige you, they go to favor you. You get slots, you get people they disturb, say they don't finish school, they get first class, you know. So you can go beg. Because this is the problem. That's the reality. You go beg a person when they for a committee, say, maybe one agency say, I beg, see, I get 50 people. You get the pass so. Say, I beg, put them for work because our people don't understand what lawmaking means. They see, say, if you be a lawmaker, you're supposed to build this bridge, you're supposed to do this flyover. That's what they did. They forget, say, the principal work of our lawmakers is not to make laws and oversight and to see how government can spend our money to oversight them. But because of pressure we did on them, people don't want to hear now. People don't want to hear about lawmaking.
Now, what do you feel do for us?
And how can we say, this bridge will break? If you know if you bring down, if you know if you come bring us, we can come build that. If you nonsense, you be fake man. And then we all know if you like come from floor of the house, speak all the grammar, present bills, make you bills, make you don't present 100 bills, make the bills don't turn into law. You don't give money for village, nothing.
I'll go ask you one last question. Yes. Sorry, we'll not get time again. I'm calling time. Now, what thing you think we're supposed to expect from these people who don't come now for this house? And of course, what will be the expectations and how we're supposed to?
No, the expectations they're very high because for what happened for the last election, a lot of problems there. So people want electoral act. People have to work, tinker with the electoral act. See what happened. I promise say real time international results. No work like that. Now the Mahmoud Yakub the Waka.
So it's supposed to change that electoral act.
Yeah, no, they're supposed to do. And we be say make it go there very very tight. We be say people don't go because see what happened. And most people come from like south and southeast. And Labour Party go clear them. Some don't even get experience, but they just tire say change. Labour Party obedient, and they put them there. You understand? Kaduna, so that's what it be. So we think that we say people want progress. People want progress because we got to, if we know fit, we got to improve on waiting day ground. And I make every society they move. 9th assembly don't pass, now we do 10th assembly. So people they expect say things go better more. They hold the executive more accountable. The issue of say rubber stamp, like our former Senate president, same thing way can pass. And to the president, they go pass out. So people don't want to hear those kind of ones.
Well, thank you very much, Oga Chuks, and of course we'll invite you again because the time not there for us. Well, my country people, of course, I will there with Chuks Akuna, sings in the executive director, Authority newspaper, and of course our Benin station, our Benin network people, Oga Thomas did there the wait for me, and of course make the continue so that we go hear what they want to talk this time. Sadoh, I come back to you now from here. And of course, we don't hear what ED authority people talk as it concerns the issue of principal officers. And what they talk for the cow matter too. Now here I go hand over to you back to Sadoh. I hope you hear me, Sadoh.
We deal with you and the rest. We thank you so much. So today, now your bride they bring the corner. Now your namesake they carry the cup now. No wahala. You don't spoil anything. We did decide. Chus, I greet you. Thank you so much. ED, when BC you join us, I will not say yes, no time. We will still call you again. You see, time not be our friend. Time now once when BC they wait for, not they ever they wait for you. But more will take this small time we'll get. More just take rob small matter. By next week, by God's grace, we will continue well when we will sit on the matter. And this matter now be waiting. It concerns the state of our roads for Benin. Especially when you go upper mission extension, my brother, for that Uteh-Iwogban Gully, when you go that area, you can see where a BC road there, erosion and roads they come meet, they can't do meeting, and they waiting, they won't fight safe. And if you see what the erosion do the roads, what the erosion do the road? Erosion road supposed to know say erosion and road they no be mates. You understand? The former commissioner for environment that time, Clement Agba, it's not three things. Now the spoil road. Number one, water. Number two, water. Number three, water. So when water they come in the form of erosion, I think they sweep the road, they sweep everything. You understand? Now I be waiting to see what they happen. Hilary, I want to make you talk small thing here because time no be our
briefly, this will not be Gully channel. This na road. This road now they call boundary road.
Okay, where the road now?
Boundary road. Now the road now in the road all day so. Now the road. Because if you see and you see houses they left and right side of the road. Now Gully now don't cut down. My message for this one be say, as it be say no fire they start big. No Gully site they start big. Now small. Now what thing you not do well? Now they cause all this issue. Say okay, we get road where we say water they pass. What the government supposed to do? Not be to do better drainage. You do better drainage both sides. We go accommodate the water, make it not damage the road. Okay, now who not go? Now you don't know. If you visit this side, I say here now the boundary road between Uteh-Iwogban Gully and Iwogban.
You see now, you should see a road.
You see all those roads where they tar on the right hand side as you don't pass Temboga. Where Jonasco and all those people they do door. You get one junction where Assumption Catholic Church day. Now the road now be this one.
The children not there.
Small people they this road. People they here. You know,
but they know they allow children go they pass there.
Where they want pass, they don't go as well they close from school.
They don't already know the road.
Exactly, they already used to it.
They're used to it, but it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
That is it.
It's dangerous. I not see that project government will do now, but the only plead we will go plead now.
Not they talk that one.
Not the project we go.
You know, Hilary, I just talk say make we just show the thing.
Okay.
Today, next week, now where we go start.
We'll sit down on top.
Now be this one. Okay. Victor Hilary Eriyo, thank you so much. Hilary Odiano, sir, thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
My brother.
Say government no fit do.
My brother Chus Walker, thank you so much. Until next week, we will see again. My name is Thomas Sadoh. And don't forget, let me greet Ekanem Young. That's how we greet him too. Until next week.